Here we are in March 2023, and we're on Galveston Island, Galveston, Texas. Now, as you can see, those hungry seagulls, they're very interested in the chips that I'm feeding them. Quite interesting. Now, this is actually the Bolivar Peninsula. It's a slender strip of mainland northeast of Galveston Island and almost in line with it. Both the Bolivar Peninsula and Galveston Island form natural storm barriers for Galveston Bay, which constitutes nearly half of the county's almost 450 square mile area. So here, this is actually the Gulf of Mexico, or I should say the Gulf of America, behind me. And yes, there's a hurricane season, storm surges, and quite violent weather in portions of the year. And as we kind of look at the landscape around us, it kind of is a testimony to that fact. So, quite interesting. There we see those seagulls are really interested in anything that anybody is going to feed them. And there we see kind of some remnants of asphalt pavement. And here we see the ocean, which is actually Gulf of America. Now, here we're getting ready to head back, and you can see that tide goes up and down, and I think we have had some rain here recently. This is not really a tourist beach. In fact, as you can see, they definitely need to be doing some repair. But here we go. Probably this area is an interesting area. It's a highway that we've traveled on. This is that Bolivar Peninsula. In this section, we don't see a lot of development, but it seems like they were very interested in the past. But apparently kind of lost interest there with the extreme weather and the erosion there of the beachfront. Of course, the seagulls still live there. Now, this is March, so it's pleasant. I wouldn't say it's cold. It's probably in the mid-60s, touching 70 degrees. Certainly very comfortable. All right, now here we go. These are the houses built high off the ground because of the house's location on the barrier island, making it highly susceptible to flooding from hurricanes and storm surges. Houses on stilts, and we sure saw that evidence there on the beach. But this is quite fascinating. Here, you might wake up one morning and find that the ocean is under your house, and certainly you want to be careful about where you put your car. I don't think those garages are actually watertight. And I guess if you had a car that could stand being submerged, but that would be rather unusual. Now, this is not the most beautiful day, but I'm sure they have very nice weather and beautiful skies. But there we see the houses. They're ready to allow the storm surge to just pass right underneath. Quite fascinating. Some of these are new construction. Still working on them. In fact, I'm sure they have specialty contractors that are specializing in this type of structure. Certainly a lot of room for additional houses. Quite fascinating.